What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today we have another gig log for you, and this one's a little bit different because it's not going to be one show or two shows. It's going to be probably 3 shows in one video, which for me, as the owner of Bunn DJ Company and doing all the other things I do, I rarely do a triple header. And I know you're all like, oh dude, I do a triple header every weekend. I don't care. I promise you, I've done 1 million triple headers in my career, quadruple headers, 5 headers, 6 headers, 7 headers, and then leave there and go and play in a club. So please don't come at me with that BS, because I have worked my ass off for the past 40 years. That's right, 40 years. So don't even try and come at me with that. So let's talk about these shows. Show number 1 is, I think, the grand opening of a new building, or just kind of a welcome and check out the building and see how cool it is. At a place called The Exchange near North Hills in Raleigh, North Carolina. Pretty much background vibe set type thing. And then show number 2. So we're getting ready to unpack from the weekend, because I never did that and I went straight to Dallas. So show number 1 is today, Thursday. I don't need much gear. Show number 2 tomorrow, Friday, is a rehearsal dinner. I don't do a lot of those anymore. But apparently these people know me and knew my dad very well, and they just wanted some entertainment for their rehearsal dinner party. And that is in Bailey, North Carolina, about an hour from here, kind of near where I grew up. And then show number 3 is a wedding at a place called High Grove in Fuquay. So today I'm solo, as you can tell, because I'm shooting myself. Plus I don't really need Saquon. They have an AV company, like I said. Tomorrow, Saquon should be with me. We'll get some good footage of that. And then Saturday, Saquon has a rap show with his group, and he can't make it. So I've got another one of my DJs that happened to not be booked, one of my newer DJs that was not booked yet. And so he's gonna come with me, and so hopefully he can learn how to use this little Pocket Osmo 3 as well. So let's go check out the van real quick, see what we gotta unload, and then move on from there. By the way, if you don't have these on your van, get them. These things are awesome, awesome locks. Also, I've made a bunch of videos on this van, but I still love this ramp. It's made by Link, L-I-N-K. I mean, you basically just unhook it right there, grab the handle, and then just set it right down. All right, so we need to get out the Everse 8s, charge them up, the both 360 tubes, and then up there we need to charge up the up lights as well. Everything else, including those pop-up totems and those bags right there in the middle, they can stay. Oh yeah, and we need a fresh tank of CO2. I don't know if you guys can appreciate how hot it still is at the end of September in North Carolina. Maybe it's not hot, it's just so humid today. I think there's a hurricane on the way, which is pretty standard for the fall. Anyway, that little bit of work right there and sweat my ass off. It's just so humid here. Anyway, ready for the fall, bring it on. Get rid of this humidity. Let's get a new season. Over it. Anyway, so stuff is unpacked, and basically I just left the Bunn Gear Command Center in there, of course, and then some cables, and I actually put an EV floor wedge in there, and then everything else I brought inside. There's the pop-up totems, I don't need those. Charging the Everse 8s up right over there. Gotta get the 360 both lighting tubes on the chargers, which are right up here. Got the up lights charging up again right there. I'll put the tubes right there. Got the chroma cannons up there. Don't know if I need those for this show. And then I have another little charging station I've talked about before on another video right here. That's for my cameras. And then this one over here is for my little wireless DMX dongles. All right. Anyway, and then podcast studio back here, of course. We're getting ready to start shooting it just a little bit. By the way, sweating like hell. Are you listening yet? Beyond the DJ Booth is out now on whatever you listen to podcasts on. Make sure you go and check it out. Okay, guys, so just spent the last couple of hours almost 3 hours shooting more content for Beyond the DJ Booth podcast, which you can watch right here on my YouTube channel or listen to the podcast version on any of your streaming platforms. So the van is loaded up. Really all I need is Command Center and my gig backpack, and I think I'm gonna take a floor wedge, a little monitor, just in case they have me far away from their speakers. But about to hop in the van in about 30 minutes, gonna dump this footage and head to the gig. So I'll check back in when I get there. Gig number 1 out of 3, here we go. Okay guys, here at this brand new building in Raleigh tonight for their, kind of like the Raleigh Alliance, introducing the public, a lot of realtors to this new building. I think it's in the Exchange or called the Exchange. Beautiful building, some businesses already open here. Looks like a few things are still being worked on, but this building's awesome. We'll get some shots of it now, and then basically I'm all loaded in, set up. Like I said, minimal gear. I'll take you around and show you. I got a whole tech team here, a couple of lights, AV, everything is top notch. Anyway, the day is definitely not pretty outside, but they got valet, and I think it's gonna be a really good turnout. So let's go check out this building. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so here we are coming up on my stuff. Like I said, they have an AV company already. They've got their table set up right there. And then they basically just dropped me power and XLR. And then of course I just set up the Bunn Gear Command Center right there. And then I put me a little EV floor wedge because the speakers aren't very close. I mean, there's one right over here, but I wanted to be able to hear what I'm mixing. So I brought my own. Everything else is pretty much the same as I usually take. Obviously don't need the light control tonight. And then they'll be controlling the sound from over there. And then I'll just be using their microphone as well. Everything else pretty much the same. There's a view outside. So they'll be coming in from down here. Valet's over to the left, and then I'm right up here at the top of the steps. And then let's see what else is down here. Got the oversized flowers here. Man, gorgeous building. Linens, uplights, all this stuff is there, like I said. It's like a little photo backdrop opportunity here. And then looks like they'll maybe have a speaker at some point in here. We got the bars. Okay guys, we're back in the office, It is Friday. Weather is still trash. Part of a hurricane is coming, but the show must go on. Last night, pretty good corporate event. Considering how hard it was raining and how miserable it was outside, I'm pretty shocked that they got people to come. But all in all, a great event. I got a lot of compliments on the music. Again, it wasn't a dance thing. It was just kind of a set the vibe for a bunch of realtors and developers to open that gorgeous new building. So I think it was a success. Hopefully I'll get asked back by that planner. We've done some stuff in the past together. Today at the office, just loaded up the van for gig number 2, changed out some stuff, added some stuff. This is a rehearsal dinner tonight in a town about 40 minutes east of here called Bailey. Never been to it. It's at a restaurant, never been to it. Luckily Saquon will be with me, so we'll try and get some footage. Hopefully we can get some people dancing. I know that they wanted some of this stuff to be outdoors, but I'm concerned about the weather. I guess I'm more concerned, I know they have a tent, but I'm more concerned about the wind than anything else, to be honest with you. So we'll see how it goes. Like I said, the show must go on, so gig 2, here we come. Okay, gig number 2 of a 3-gig weekend. We are in Bailey, North Carolina. I'm probably about 40 minutes outside of Raleigh, heading towards my hometown of Wilson, North Carolina. I feel like I used to date a girl here in high school. Anyway, super small town. Place is super interesting. First time being here. It is definitely an Italian restaurant, but we met the gentleman. This is a good sign, by the way. If you're in an Italian restaurant and the owner is actually Italian, good start. Guy's definitely Italian. Graziano is what his name was. Anyway, we're at his place. He said he's owned it for about 3 years. Before that, it was definitely a wedding venue. I think this house that we're getting ready to go in next was built in the early 1900s. Obviously converted to a restaurant now. So from what we understand, again, this is a rehearsal dinner, not a wedding. Guests are gonna come out here in about 20, 30 minutes. They're gonna just mingle for an hour, have some drinks, have some cocktails. Although I haven't seen a bar, that's concerning. And then they're gonna go inside the restaurant for dinner and toasts in there as well. So we're gonna show you guys the rig we set up inside, but pretty much basic rig out here tonight. We just did 8 uplights for this tent. As I probably mentioned yesterday, there was a hurricane. It just pretty much blew through here. We got not a lot of it. Apparently Western North Carolina, which is pretty rare, got the worst of it. And my son down in college in Atlanta got absolutely flooded. Luckily, didn't lose his car or his apartment, but came very close. A lot of the people in his complex did. So super sad down there, but I think the weather's gonna clear. There's a lot of mosquitoes out here. Sorry, I keep waving them away. But anyway, we've just got the Bunn Gear Command Center. We actually went back to the Evolve 50s because we're definitely in a residential neighborhood, so I didn't want to bring too much. We got the both lighting 360 tubes, and like I said, just 8 up lights, a few back here, a couple on the edge of the dance floor, and then you know, we're ready for guests. I'm gonna go change. Very casual tonight. I think I'm just gonna wear a button down. And then, like I said, I want to show you guys kind of what we set up inside with the Everse 8. So let's go check that out. Okay, so as you can see now, we are in the restaurant, the Leaning Tree. Super cool place. Definitely old renovated house. This is set for about 60 people tonight. So this is a small event. Again, we're not sure where it's going to go, but they needed, you know, music in here. They needed music outside. No matter where it goes, you always have to have music for a party. We know that, right? So anyway, tables are all set in here. It looks beautiful, just ready for guests to show up. The one thing I did do tonight was we got the Everse 8s. We basically just set up the ceremony system on this side, but the way the room is split kind of has this little area here in the middle, and then room that they obviously, you know, blew out a den or whatever was here back in the early 1900s. So I don't think that speaker, people would be able to hear toasts on this side. So we put another Everse 8 on this side. And then we use these little XLR dongles to jump the signal from one to the other versus running an XLR cable basically across this throughway, potentially, you know, that the servers could get caught up on or the guests or whatever. Even though that door is not technically used to my right, I still think that the servers are going to be coming through here. So far, so good. We're going to have to check the signal a few times. Luckily, I got Saquon here with me tonight, and he'll be able to, you know, check the signal and whatnot. So I think we're going to head on back outside, start some music up, and wait for the guests to show up. So it turned out to be a beautiful night. They're starting to turn on the lights out here in the garden, drive the dance floor off. Everybody's inside the restaurant eating right now. Saquon and I just had some incredible pizza from their sister restaurant. And then on top of that, they brought us a ton of Italian food that we're gonna be taking home. So we're all full. We got the itis, but we're sitting here just making last minute preparations for the playlist for tonight. They did give me a bunch of songs that they love, and so we're trying to incorporate those tonight and see if we can get these people back out of the restaurant full of Italian food and then get them dancing. We'll see what happens. Okay, here we are heading home. This hadn't happened in a while. Went home early, sent home early. Again, wasn't a wedding, rehearsal dinner. Not a huge dancing crowd. I mean, we got them up, danced a little bit. Saquon, did you get any dancing footage?
Yes.
A little bit, got a little bit of dancing out of them. But what's it? The kids, we got a lot of kids. Kids, my favorite thing at a wedding. Anyway, we got them dancing a little bit, and they've got a big wedding set up for tomorrow and a band and all this stuff. And I think they were just kind of tired. It was a really long party. I think we started at 5 o'clock with cocktail hour. It was supposed to go till 10. We played till about 9:15 and then rolled out. So anyway, all's well that ends well. The client was very happy. The mother of the groom, she was super happy. She knows my family through Eastern North Carolina stuff and had a lot of nice things to say about my dad, so that was kind of a great way to end the night. On to the next one. Okay guys, so here we are, gig number 3 of 3. We are at High Grove Estates in Fuquay, Marina, North Carolina, just past 5 o'clock on a Saturday. We've got all the stuff set up in the ballroom. Ceremony stuff is all set up out here, just waiting for the guests and the officiant to come get mic'd up. And then we are off to the races. Beautiful place out here, about 40 minutes outside of Raleigh. And looks like it's gonna be a great party. Everybody's very excited. Talked to the bride a little bit already. Talked to the groom a little bit already. Brooke and Ty seem super stoked. Their guests seem stoked. So I think we're gonna have ourselves a good party tonight. Stick around, let's see how it goes. So as you saw for the gear inside, we pretty much have our standard rig, but we are in a corner tonight. So we have to take the gear, at least the movers and the EV speakers and the tubes, and kind of spread them along that wall to my left when I'm DJing. And so that's kind of why the gear is set up like that. You get a more of a spread of the room, you just get more fill, and it's just gonna be a lot better than kind of cramming it all into the corner. It doesn't really make sense. Out here, of course, for the ceremony, which is getting ready to start, we got our friend, the trusty eVerse 8 iPad. Keep the music going here. We got the iPad. We've got the Sennheiser EWDX, and then, like I said, the eVerse 8. Everything is battery powered out here, and we just like to be right here at the top of the stairs. We can see the people coming out of the original house, and then we can see the bride, groom, wedding party coming out of the house, and then everybody going down the aisle, and I can just stand right here and kind of conduct the whole thing. Looks like we got the officiant coming over to get mic'd up now, so anyway, we're gonna keep it moving. Okay guys, so the ceremony is officially over. It went great. Mic sounded great, music sounded great. We did both of those. Then we were able to just take that same speaker and turn it towards the cocktail hour, which is right in the gazebo at the top of the steps. And we're basically in here just double checking everything, going over the names, making sure all the lights work. Guests are out there enjoying the cocktail hour. We'll get some B-roll of that. And then they're gonna be letting people in probably 20, 25 minutes, introductions, and then we're off to the races. Fantastic. Coming in first, put your hands together for Beth LaCroix and Trip Cosby. now, friends and family, please stand. It is my pleasure to introduce you to the new Mr. and Mrs. Cosby. Let's go! Y'all make some noise! So next up, of course, we're going to ask Ty and his mom to take the center of the dance floor. Everybody give them a huge round of applause. Are y'all ready? All right, guys, triple header in the books. It's a wrap. Yep, like I said, don't really do many of those at this point in my career anymore, but Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 3 completely different events as you saw, and then we ran out of storage on the the card for last night, so I'm filming the wrap up here in the office. Last night was awesome, by the way. Beautiful couple, beautiful girl, beautiful guy. Great family. I mean, song 1 hit the dance floor for over 2 hours and just absolutely rocked it out. So, not sure how the footage turned out because Saquon wasn't with me. Had one of my DJs kind of helping me out and shadowing. So, we did the best we could, man. When you don't have all your people, you do the best you can. So, today's Sunday, a day of rest. I'll go get a pedicure, watch some football, and celebrate the end of my birthday week with a bunch of friends at this bowling place that I've been meaning to go to. So hope you guys enjoyed this longer video than normal, but I thought it was best just to put all these events into one video, show you 3 totally different events, really, like a corporate event, a rehearsal dinner, and a really, really good wedding. So hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'd appreciate that. And new videos every week, by the way. Make sure you're listening to a brand new podcast that we just dropped with my friend Brian B. It is called Beyond the DJ Booth. It's on any of the platforms, Spotify, Apple, or just go to beyondthedjbooth.com. Thank you guys, and I appreciate you so much. New videos every week, like I said. Peace.